Students, after learning Newton's third law, this is the last topic for the chapter, that is a law of conservation of momentum. I have already explained what is momentum and its formula, its unit, everything in a video. If you have not watched that video, please go to the group and look for the video, right? First of all, you should know what is momentum, then only you can understand this law. All right, so let's go and try to understand this law. All right, listen properly to understand the law. All right, so let's say there are two objects. I'm taking two objects. One is this, and suppose it has mass m1, and let's say this is moving with speed u1. All right, okay, and let's say there is another object here, and suppose this has mass m2, and this is moving with speed u2. Okay, and let us assume that u1 is greater than u2. All right, is the condition clear? m1 moving with u1, m2 moving with u2, and u1 is greater than u2. If u1 is greater than u2, then obviously m1 object to ahi m2 object to khunda mari dibo, they will collide. All right, so what will happen next is that at some time these two objects will collide, and this will be called collision in physics. All right, এতিয়া চাবা quantity কি কি আছে, ইয়াৰ m1 এ আছে, ইয়াৰ m2 এ আছে. All right, now after the collision to শেষ হৈ যাব. So when the collision will be over, what will happen now? Let's say the first object is now moving with mass to m1 আছে. Now collision of speed to change হৈ যাব. Initially তাৰ speed to আছিলে u1, এতিয়া আমি ধৰি লৈছোঁ তাৰ speed to হৈ গ'ল v1. আৰু যিটো second object আছে তাৰ মাছটো সেমে থাকিব. Initially তাৰ speed to আছিলে u2, আমি এতিয়া এটো assume কৰি লম যে speed has become v2. Right, this must be understood carefully, right? So we are talking about three things. This part is before collision. Right? This is collision, and this part is after collision. All right, I hope you have understood this one. All right, so now please listen to me carefully. What is the, if I ask you, what is the total momentum before collision? What is the total momentum before collision in the first case? So for this object, for the first object, momentum will be m1 u1, and for the second object, momentum is nothing but mass into velocity. So for the second object, it will be m2 u2. So what is the total momentum before collision? Total momentum before collision is m1 u1 plus m2 u2. Similarly, after collision, what is the total momentum? m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Let me write that clearly for you people so that you can understand. So what is the total, actually plural to momentum নকয়, momenta কয়. So total momenta before collision to কি আহিব? m1 u1 plus m2 u2. All right, and similarly with the total momentum after collision, momentum is m1 v1 plus m2 v2. All right, I hope you people understanding. কিবা যদি নাই বুজা মোক ভিডিওটো চাই উঠি মোক খুদিবা. So according to the law of conservation of momentum, what happens? This is very important. Momentum before collision, this is momentum before collision, is always equal to total momentum after collision. This is very, very extremely important topic, this formula. This part is momentum before collision, this part is momentum after collision. According to law of conservation of momentum, momentum before collision is always equal to momentum after collision. All right, so please go to the video properly. Then tomorrow, based on this formula, we can solve some numericals.